All right, we're back. Match day 7. It's the same day as match day 6, but we're moving on. Our third quarterfinal match, Gibby and Crayon, long anticipated. I've heard from a good authority that Curtis Samuel is ready to go. So Crayon's team's got that extra juice already locked and loaded. So, this is the 2 and the 10 seed, the Gibby and his Falcons, Crayon and his Ravens. We last saw Crayon absolutely decimating Rob's 49ers in the pre-quarters. That's how he got here. And then, of course, our other quarterfinals matches, we saw Preston edge out a close encounter over Jacob, and just recently Joe have some second half dominance to take down Wego. And the final score is a bit of a drubbing. So here we are. This will probably be our last one of the night, but let's take a look at these rosters. Quick overall comparison. Crayon's got about a 2 overall bump, and again, I'm looking at the ones at the top of the graphics and not at the ones in the actual game here on the kind of bottom portion of the screen. But yeah, quarterback Joe Burrow for the Ravens. That's still weird because of the AFC North rivalry thing. Geno Smith backing him up. We've got Saquon Barkley and a little bit of Austin Eckler at running back. Travis Etienne and Deontay Foreman. Is it Deontay or Dante? The guy that was on the Panthers, now on the Bears, that guy. They're backing up Barkley and Eckler. Trio of wide receivers we're going to see: Mike Evans, Curtis Samuel, and Mecole Hardman. And if last game is any indication, that's going to be a lot of Curtis Samuel. Backup wide receivers, we've got Donovan Peoples-Jones. I almost said Trey Palmer again. No, it's Joshua Palmer of the Chargers. Darius Slayton and Treylon Burks. Tight end duo, Travis Kelce, stud, and Dawson Knox. The Ravens defense, of course, that's how you get the team. And Graham Gano at kicker. Over on Gibby's Falcons, making their debut in this tournament, we've got trusty old Tom Brady with the Trevor Lawrence backup. Running backs, we've only got 3 of them. I think we're mostly going to see Josh Jacobs, maybe a hint of Najee Harris here or there. And I forgot Burkhead's first name. I'm totally blanking on that. Burkhead, he's the third one. The guy that's on the Texans, used to be on the Patriots, that guy. Trio of wide receivers, Amari Cooper, Mike Williams, and Michael Thomas, still holding strong there. DJ Moore's got an equal overall, so I'm not sure how the game sorted the wide receivers, so we might see some DJ Moore as well. Otherwise, probably likely to be pure backups: Darnell Mooney, Michael Gallup, Alan Lazard, and DeAndre Carter. Oh, DeAndre Carter. That's a spicy one. Wonder if he'll be doing kick returns. I'm not sure who's doing kick returns, so we'll find out together. Tight end duo, we've got Hunter Henry and Tyler Higbee. Falcons defense, of course, and the best kicker in the game, Justin Tucker. So without further ado, let's load in. My heart skipped a beat. I thought I forgot to start recording this. Dear reader, I did not forget, so all is well. So standard, quick presentation, 12-minute quarters, 15-second accelerated clock. Let's roll.
Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown
Looks
Atlanta.
like Gibby's receiving to start the game.
We've got a good matchup on tap.
Got the all-purple color rushes on the Ravens side versus the ombre red to black on the Falcons side.
To the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Falcons offense set to go. To the air right away is Brady. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing is Brady.
Goodness, I think every single offensive skill player for Gibby, plus one of the offensive linemen, have a star or an X under their feet, which means they've got basically power-ups.
Just the first
So this team is pretty stacked from
they've got to limit plays like that.
From an ability perspective.
See it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Looks like I gave Amari Cooper his old 19 jersey that he had in Dallas. I was wondering why I didn't give him 2.
Oh, on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds.
Hunter Henry, man, he didn't even have both feet. I thought he stepped out immediately after catching it. Man, that's tough. That was a potential touchdown. Instead, it's an incompletion. But yeah, Amari Cooper on 19 because DJ Moore got 2. I could have done 2 and 12 between those two with old numbers, but Brady's in 12, so that trumped all of it.
Really tried, just couldn't complete
Oh, no, late drop. That's rough.
Is incomplete.
Not a great start.
Justin Tucker can probably hit this, though.
Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
Not even going to give him a chance. 65-yarder in this Madden? Justin Tucker can hit that.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley shifts past him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Over the middle to Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
Yo, the hair on that Arthur Smith model is out of control.
Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
It's a lot like Joe Burrow's hair in this game. The way they put the model of the hair in the game, it just like catches light really awkwardly.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left.
So it always looks like pearlescent.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
Crayon's rushing game has been propelling him so far, but this set of downs seems to have tripped him up a bit. We'll see what they do here on this 3rd and 8. Burrow's more than capable of making a pass completion.
Burrow They'll throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab,
but it's
still
a
well
check
short
down for a
of
4-yard
the
gain.
first. He did his best to just get
probably going to be a field goal then.
But not enough. And now 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
Yes.
And he's going to lose yardage.
It's the Falcons playbook. So with Mariota and Ritter, they were designed run plays, designed QB runs.
Pretty good job there defensively of
The
stringing
statue
that
as
one out.
Tom Brady is going to have some designed RPO type QB runs. This is going to be
and it
fun.
just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be,
Why,
and
yes.
he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
Tom
game.
Brady is the answer if anyone ever asks.
He's so
You
good
need
at
1
that.
yard to score a
I think he
touchdown.
knew
Who do you want with the
right
ball?
away that he wasn't
It's
gonna
Tom
get to his
Brady.
primary guy. I think he
King
read
of the
that.
1
As soon
yard
as he got to the
touchdown
line
run.
of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brady's throw taken in by Cooper here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read
Smith's hair
plays,
looks
understand
blue
what
on
offenses
the
are trying to
ends.
do,
He's got
and
frosted
put
tips,
themselves
but
in
not in the
proper
boy
position.
band way.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check
That was like the worst possible bounce he could have gotten.
For a
Even if it went
touchback.
straight from its
Baltimore set to
trajectory,
take
go out of
over here
bounds
for their
before,
second possession
like
of the
between
game.
the 20 and the 0.
They've got a 3-0
And
lead
it
and
bounced
the
perfectly
football
toward
as
the
they
end
start
zone.
1st and
Rough.
10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Burrow on play action. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Good catch by Jason Kabinda. Hard Knocks Detroit Lions hero.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback.
He was a Hard Knocks Raiders hero, and he went for a while. And he barely on the Lions season. My bad.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down yardage.
Functional run out of Joe Burrow. New set of downs.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went.
He's got a man complete.
What a grab.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside
and
the
DPI
30.
on top of it.
So they will wave off the flag
Attaboy,
and let
Mike
the
Evans.
completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Noticeable lack of Curtis Samuel this game so far.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
Touchdowns in the last
Still
game
9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll try and
Ooh,
run
another
right
run
on
by
the
Burrow.
option. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18.
Getting some decent yardage out of those
He'll
plays.
get 9
Why do they
yards
keep
on
running
the
them?
keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Okay, that was a flat-out
And they
RPO.
work this near
Like,
the
the computer
5.
had to
He'll be
decide if
stopped
Burrow
at
was
the
keeping that or
6.
not.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards
Surely a holding
downfield
call,
at that
right?
point.
Yeah, Kabinda.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a
Womp
hold.
womp.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the
I think
NFL.
Curtis Samuel
you're
walking
getting
back to the
really
huddle is the
terrific
first time I've
athletes.
noticed
A
him
lot of
today.
them
We're
maybe
already
were
into the
wide
second
receivers
quarter.
at one point.
I'm going to need a
They
bit more
continue
out
to
of
give
him.
you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
Got a man, it's caught. For
Is that
a
Mike
Ravens
Evans?
touchdown.
Be more
Mike
expected here.
Evans. from 6
Big
yards
touchdown for
away.
Crayon. That's going to be a
And they are
10-point
able to
lead here
add on
early
to
in
their
the second.
advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brady finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down.
Mike
as they're
Will
able
with
to
the clutch
get
catch.
The 3rd down
Drive
conversion.
continues.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going
Once
to
you're
need to
down
hit
10
on
points,
if
it's
they're
probably a
gonna
good
get
idea
back
to
into this
try to
game.
put
It
together a
hasn't been the
drive to
greatest
answer
of
back a
first
little bit.
halves, but this is a
So,
nice throw
good to
here
see
on
Gibby's
3rd
team
down,
doing
and
the
they keep the
needful there.
drive going.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Big pick. Marlon
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Let's call him
And the
Marlon Williams.
Ravens are going to
Williams, I don't
take
know either.
possession of the football.
That's pretty clutch.
They'll start with the option.
These Burrow designed runs are
Oh, that
deadly.
one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And that'll go for
He's
a
averaging
gain
11
of
per
18
rush.
on the keeper. 1st down. It
if
looked
you can
like
just get a free
almost some
1st down out of your quarterback
miscommunication
running,
defensively, because once he decided to keep
although
it,
in
he
this
had pretty
Madden,
smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became
even
a
if you
question
fix
of,
the
wait a minute,
sliders,
who's got the
fumbles are
quarterback?
inevitable.
When you talk
So
about
quarterbacks with
miscommunication,
footballs in their hands
it's
getting
supposed to be
tackled
called
is not
assignment
ideal.
football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They find some open field
Oh,
here.
Saquon wriggling free.
And all the way in
Just got to do one fake truck move, and then you're free. Home in the end zone. Touchdown, Crayon.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Thomas.
Okay, surely this will be the drive then, right? Got a nice catch by Mike Williams, a nice catch by Michael Thomas.
That's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way.
This is
they
stacking
could use
plus
a shot
plays.
in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down,
I gotta say, I do like these ombre jerseys. The red to black fade, and then with the black pants looks pretty nice as far as like a non-traditional jersey
Officially
goes.
nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Good job, Atlanta.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady's throw complete there to Moore. That
Oh,
be marked down
DJ
at
Moore
about the
getting involved. So I've
26-yard
seen
line.
4 different wide receivers
That's
with
now
catches
4
now.
completions in a row. A good bounce back following
So
the
yeah, officially
interception
don't
last
know
drive.
what the depth chart
Certainly
is. I
not
think
letting
Michael
it
Thomas is
affect
ahead of
him, that's
DJ Moore
for
on it,
sure. And we all
but don't
know
quote me.
interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this
Either
is
way, whoever's Gibby's thrown at from wide receiver perspective is a capable receiver. Also, Hunter Henry injury, able to keep an eye on that one. Remind me who his second tight end is. Tyler Higbee, who is 1 overall less. So, shouldn't be a huge loss while he's out. Obviously, you'd prefer to have him.
Brady's incompletion on first down.
The
Leads
bigger
to
gap,
a second
though,
and
is
10.
the gap from the previous tight end 2 to the current tight end 2.
They'll look to throw again.
Who just got the
That's
reception.
caught
Oh,
left
that's Higbee,
side.
never
It's
mind.
Higbee, the tight end.
I thought it was
And
the
he's
new
gonna
tight
get
end
this
2,
down
whoever the
near
filler guy was.
25.
I think it's
I don't
okay
know
there.
who
They
the
didn't get
filler
a
guy is.
whole
That's
lot
gonna
on
be
that
fun to
play,
find
but
out
it's
if we
nice
see
to have
him.
a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be taken down with the first down.
How about his one preseason play this past weekend?
That one goes
Caught a screen pass for like -3 yards and then took it 62 to the house. No problem.
Brady now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. He'll get only 3 there.
3rd and 7 at the 9. This is going to be a spicy play call here.
Was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Yeah, this pass broken up.
Early breakup. Who's that? Is that Tanner Hudson? That's who the new tight end is.
Well, how about the coverage
or
we
the
just
3rd
saw
tight end.
break out on 3rd down?
Had he actually caught that and gotten tackled forward, that would have been a first down.
Extra defensive backs and speed.
That's so yeah, I think we can actually say that the Hunter Henry injury affected the outcome of this drive. Because you have to imagine Tyler Higbee's actually catching that and falling forward. Maybe that's a little too much to assume, but
maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first
makes
half,
you
but
think.
This offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least that's something to quote-unquote hang their hats on.
Either way, Gibby now on the board, 17-3, no longer 17-point deficit, now cut down to 14.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He's got his first catch here before halftime.
That's the guy.
And it goes for a first
That's
down.
the guy the Ravens are going to need in the second half.
The league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Burrow on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Those lines are on top of each other.
Again, Burrow. The tight end
Just
Kelsey
don't drop it,
has it
Travis.
over the middle.
Okay.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard
All
line.
right, Crayon making a strong
And
case
a
to
good
extend his
quarterback
lead before half
facing
here.
zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey
And
the
if
scene. That's
memory
what's going to happen.
serves,
No doubt about
Crayon
it.
gets
If
the ball
there's
at
no
halftime,
pressure,
too.
he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's the option play going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll lose yardage. And
Huge
be down at
defensive
the
stop.
7-yard line.
3rd and 22. Gibby's coming to play this half.
So things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got
Big
some
play, man.
space
Big
here.
play brewing. Oh, if he didn't step out. 2 shrugged off tackles, no problem. Josh Jacobs.
Chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
Shrugging another one off. That one's going to do it. Touchdown. Gibby. Josh Jacobs. 10-point deficit now.
Josh Jacobs.
Comeback starts again.
The Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. First down, here's Burrow. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And good vision there as he's across midfield.
Surely one of these
down
plays, Burrow's going to fumble
35-yard
on the
line.
tackle, right?
Really good
Right?
effort. He does it himself.
Surely.
Picks up 15. Also
This is
picks
not the
up
Madden
first
23
down.
I know.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to keep this again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15
going to
before
trot
they
all the way
drop
to the
it.
end zone.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 89 yards rushing
was that
for him
spot?
now.
He was totally over the line.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing
It's
what
like
I'm
the
seeing. Those
opposite of the
guys up
spots
front, they're
DJ
getting
Moore's
it
been
done.
getting on
Doesn't matter
kickoff
what
returns
play
all
is
game.
called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on
Raf.
this drive.
On second and very short. Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Toddy Mike Evans filling the Curtis Samuel role today.
With his second touchdown of the
Back to
afternoon.
a 17-point
And his
lead
guys
for
now an
Crayon.
extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And Gibby and his Falcons have it all to do.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Skirts by him at the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. So
Have we
5
seen the
yards
return of Hunter
here,
Henry
5
yet?
on the play, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Brady gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee.
That's still 89,
And they're
so
going to
that's
get this
still
up
not
to
Hunter
midfield.
Henry.
Many different ways
Man,
to create space,
wonder how long
but
he's
on
gonna be out with that
play,
injury.
he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got
Oh,
room.
Jacobs.
And he takes
Jacobs
us
just has
a
like
few yards shy
2 or
of the
3
red
big
zone
boy
before
plays, and I feel like that's been the
going
majority of the
92
Falcons'
yards
excitement.
rushing for him now as he's carried it
Because like the
15
Falcons have been
times.
making their bread
What we
off of
saw
like
there, that's what we know that he can
10
do.
to
He
15
can break
yard
tackles and
catches
turn them
over
into
the
big
middle.
runs, and that's
So
what
it's
he
like
did.
not
And what is
the
buzz
flashiest of
phrase
plays. It keeps
nowadays in
the
football
chains
for a
moving.
guy like that?
But like these plays where
Contact
Josh Jacobs is just
balance,
shrugging
the
dudes
ability to
off,
go
like these are
through
fun to
trash,
watch. You know?
Come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And they're
Hey,
gonna get
Tanner
this
Hudson
down
with the
to about
grab.
the 17-yard line here. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 17, Brady toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a loose
No.
football. And it's
Oh,
picked
that's
up
going
by
to be
the
a legit
Ravens.
fumble too.
And a big turnover
That's
there
tough.
as his guys will get the football back.
That just takes the wind out of your sails, doesn't it?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Burrow will throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off
27-10.
another play.
3-score game.
Has run out on this
Gibby with
third
12
quarter.
minutes to do it.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Needs to start with a
and it's
turnover,
on
too.
EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. They'll run the option left. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They're going for it with the option right. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough
4th and
for a
2.
first
What do you
down.
call up the
They're
option
able to keep
right
the drive
scramble
alive.
with
7
Burns?
yards that time, and the decision to go for it
I
proves to be a
can't
good
explain
one.
it, but this
Well,
Baltimore
that's the fear
Ravens
any
playbook
defense
is
has
working
when the
perfectly
quarterback
for
gets
my guy
involved in the
here.
running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Man.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility.
This
who can dance with him,
Crayon
run
team,
with
not
him,
to
and
not
try
to
and keep
count
him in
Gibby
the
out
pocket.
yet, but it's
That'll be
getting
especially
close
critical
to the
here as we
point
come
where
down the stretch in the
should.
4th. 111
But this Crayon
yards
team,
rushing for him now as he has been
sky's the limit
tremendous
here,
all
man.
day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing.
And he will take it in for
Untouched
a
on the
Ravens
RPO,
touchdown.
Burrow getting in the end zone.
Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And yeah,
the
I know there's
Ravens go
7
nearly
minutes
the
left,
length
but
of the field and finish
what is
it
that,
off with 6
24-point
points.
deficit?
Partner, wasn't that long
That's
ago
gonna
that when
take
I
a
talk
literal
with these NFL
miracle.
coaches about different
So,
innovations in the college
Gibby,
game,
pray to
you can see their eyes
whatever
roll
God you're
and
into.
They just shut down right away. Don't bring me that
Even
joke
if that's the
college
porcelain
stuff.
goddess,
Well, guess what?
whichever
the
you gotta
college
do.
game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Get it now. Let's go, y'all. Let us dictate.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy
Oh my God,
of the
that
first.
same light effect is happening
that
on
early
Tom
lead was
Brady's
almost insurmountable
eyebrows.
the way their opponent was playing.
So
And
his
partner,
eyebrows look
they do
like
have some
grayish
good news,
blue
though.
if you see
This
it
one
close
is
up on
getting
his
close
helmet.
to being over, and they can
Oh,
try
Hunter
and hit the
Henry's
reset
back.
button starting tomorrow.
He's finally
So
back.
8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Brady going to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Raven territory now. Here's
All
a
right,
first
Brandon
and
Godwin
10
and Charles
at
Davis.
the
I can't write them
44-yard
off with
line.
Tom Brady at quarterback.
Brady's throw into the hands
They don't
of
know
Henry
what I
here.
know.
And he's going to be
And
marked
that's how the
down
Madden
just
ending
inside
works.
the
So,
35.
sorry, Brandon. Sorry, Charles. Unless
In need of only about the length of the football here on second
dude, they
down.
need to just feed Josh Jacobs. I think he gets a
Again,
free
it's
broken
Brady.
tackle every play.
To the
Like, I know it's like
sideline,
plays out of the
that's
backfield,
well
and that
done.
generally isn't a good
Able to
idea
drag
when you're
the
down by a
feet.
lot.
He's gonna
But
have
like,
the first down.
put him on wheel routes every
2
play. I don't
yards is
care.
the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brady to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this
Hey,
down
look, the
to
wheel
about
route
the
did pretty okay.
17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there
I
to
take
the
it back. The
running
wheel
back.
routes
This
aren't going to
position
work.
just
Put him in the
continues
slot and
to
have him run
evolve.
9 routes.
They
He
become
can make
just
up
as
a ton
critical
of
to the
space
passing
quick.
attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their
Maybe
ability
just
to make
curls.
people miss in the open field
Or like the
can
Texas
really
route.
generate
That's a route,
big
right?
plays for an offense.
Like either curls up the middle or Texas
Throwing
routes.
again on second down. Brady
All
to the
plays
left
to
side,
Jacobs.
incomplete for Amari Cooper.
Just do that.
And he's
He gets a
gonna be
free
marked
broken
down
tackle because
just
he's in the zone.
outside the
Just
10.
keep doing it.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Ooh, Calais Campbell sacking Tom Brady to end the game. That is a combined 80 years of experience on this planet on that play. Sorry, not to end the game, to get it to 2-minute warning.
On second
Getting ahead of
long.
myself.
Brady. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
That's
yeah,
incomplete,
that.
but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call
That's a
coming
Tom Brady
on
call
down.
right there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Forced out to his left.
Oh, no.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Hey, Amari Cooper, garbage time touchdown. Let's go.
4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it
Two-point
necessary.
conversion. Let's
His
see it.
receiver won that route early, presented himself.
Is
No
it a 1
reason
or a
to wait.
2-score
Go ahead
game
and
with a
put it
minute
on
40
him
left
and
where it
score a
totally
touchdown.
matters?
Brady's going to look to throw.
Or sorry, 2 or 3.
He's got it.
It's a 2.
So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive.
Mike Will.
As we're back to a 2-score game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew
Instantly
they needed
picked
a
up.
miracle. They had to have that
Never be too
onside
sure
kick.
in
They
Madden
didn't
23
get it.
if a fumble
Well,
is
as we
coming
knew,
out. But now that
even
he's down,
before they
down.
put the toe to the
This game
leather
feels
on
over.
that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just
Maybe
leave the
run
door,
plays.
didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Then it's going to be timeouts. So we'll see. If they can stop him from minimal gain 3 in a row.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option
Okay.
play. We're down to
Not
the
bad.
41. Now the Falcons going to use
Giving
one
up
of
some
their
precious
timeouts.
field goal
As
territory
they'll
here,
get it
though.
with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Yeah, that's firmly in field
Now a
goal
second
position now.
timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be
Doing
a
a Burrow
yard short.
option.
A 2-yard pickup
4th
leads
and
to
1.
4th
Okay.
and 1.
Do they have the
Falcons
nuts to
going to
just
use their
fucking go
third
for it
and
here?
final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and
They might
talk
have the
over what to
stones.
do next.
I mean, a field goal is pretty free. Well, not free. Yeah, kind of free at this distance. Who's their kicker? Gano? Yeah, it's pretty free at this distance.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
Yeah, and that makes it 3
This to make it
scores.
a
So you might as
3-score
well.
game late.
While I have faith in the offense to get this first down and keep killing clock,
Gano's kick is
I
good,
also have faith in
and
Gano
that
to nail
will
that
extend
and make
their
it 3
lead
scores
even
and just
further.
make it easy.
So with that, you figure this
that's-
game's pretty much out of reach at
There
this
wasn't a
point.
dagger
Yeah, it's gonna
before,
take a
that's
heck of a
probably the
comeback
dagger
to come
now.
from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
There was some
Atlanta
intriguing
regains
physics on DJ
possession
Moore
of the
there.
football. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It'll be a loss of
Is that
10.
Kyle Ford?
And it'll bring up
Like,
second.
Former
We all know
Chicago
he's one of the
Bear,
better
Kyle
quarterbacks in
Fuller.
the league, but
Is he on the Ravens?
definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And he's turning in a nice
sure this is a
performance.
hurry up,
Remember, he
it's
had
just
the
they don't
touchdown
animate it well
earlier,
in
this
slow
time
sim.
He's able to beat double coverage to grab
If it
it.
says no
I
huddle
think
with
that
no
if he weren't
seconds
worried
under
about
it
a
on the
taunting
drop down,
penalty,
then it was
he'd
a
run by
hurry
the
up.
opposing team's
Yeah, there
bench
you
and
go.
say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up
Good game, team.
incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final
Quick nail
act
down,
of this
that'll
one.
kill the game.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.
That was kind of a nice moment.
here's
That
the
was
proof
Alex
right there.
Kappa
Win the turnover battle,
dapping up
go on
Tom
to
Brady,
victory.
and they
Now
were
the guys
teammates on the
believe
Buccaneers
you move on to
in
the
the
next lesson where you
Super
have to
Bowl
convince
year.
them this one is
But
now
then Kappa
winning.
walked in free agency, went to Cincinnati, and that's why he's here on these Ravens. So it was cool that Kappa and Brady were talking, because they were actually teammates for a year in a Super Bowl winning year. Anyway, I'm diving too deep here. 37-18. Crayon advances. He's into the semifinals. He will face the winner of our next match, which is not tonight, between Conair and Adam. Meanwhile, Gibby dropping down to the finals, playing the loser of the next match we just talked about. Jacob and Wigo on the other side. Gibby, one more to be decided on the finals side of things. Exciting finale shaping up. Preston's team looks pretty good. Joe's team looks pretty solid in the one game we saw him in. Crayon's team looks pretty great in both the games we saw him in. And Adam's team was dominant in the first game. We'll see what this looks like against Conair. This is going to shape up to be a fun little closeout to this tournament, I think. So that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in for as little or as much as you could. It's greatly appreciated. These will be up on YouTube shortly. And that was 7 match days. We got 13 more to go. It's August 18th. Sorry, it's August 14th. Reading is hard. It's August 14th, so I'll make sure to get these done as quick as I can before we're into draft season. Adam hasn't even started talking about drafts yet, so who knows what he's thinking, but I need to get my part done. Anyway, that'll do it for me. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time.